Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome to my studio. It's Lorette, the Vintage Paper Girl, and today is Work On It Wednesday. Something new I came up with, but I think it may be something that's going to happen because I have so many pieces that need work that, I just really got to get going and I got to get some things done. And, I can make all kinds of new things every day, but getting them decorated is a whole nother thing. So, I I think it's going to be work on it Wednesday and probably finish it Friday. At least, but not every week. I may just pop that up and you'll know what we're doing that day when I do it. I'm going to start naming some of these things just for the heck of it. And it's pretty much always going to be a craft and chat. Today is a craft and chat, but a little bit different. It's going to be, I'm going to start off with a little bit of housekeeping and then we'll get to work on some fun things. So for the housekeeping, I got some comments and I want to kind of clear things up, especially for people who've maybe only watched maybe one or two videos and they really, if they missed the very first video, they really don't know what my channel's about. And so I wanted to share with you that when I first decided to do this, I was very hesitant to do it because I have some major health issues that keep me from doing everything I want to do when I want to do it. And because of those issues, and I'm not going to go into all that, I can't always work when I want to. As many of you know, I suffer from migraines and they're horrible and they're often, and they are what they are and everybody has them, and I'm nothing special. But for me, they debilitate me pretty good. And I have some other issues that are underlying issues that have nothing to do with migraines, but sometimes they keep me in bed. So when I decided to do this, it was with great, reluctance, because I knew I couldn't do a daily video or a weekly video. I would just be able to do videos when I could do videos. And I also knew the type of videos that I would do would be very different. I don't have the time or the energy to do tutorials. In other words, you won't be seeing me do a start to finish project. That is not going to happen. So what you will hear are craft and chats, a lot of fun little reveals, maybe I think what I'm going to call those as show and tell. And I'm actually going to write that down because I won't remember, but the show and tells will be something I have made, I want to show you, and I'll tell you about it, maybe a little bit about how I did it. But definitely, I'm not going to be doing start to finish journals. I'm not going to be doing start to finish pieces. I'm basically inviting you into my craft room when I'm crafting, turn on the camera and say, hey, here's what I'm working on today. I'm finishing these pieces, very much like what you're going to see today. There might be a time if I'm having a real good spell and I can, do a start to finish, but more than likely, I don't think that's going to happen. I won't be doing tutorials. They're just too much for me. They wear me out. I just can't maintain my energy long enough to do that. So, I wanted to share with you that. It's very personal, but I also don't want you to have expectations that I cannot fulfill, which is start to finish on anything. So you'll see a lot of projects in progress, but you won't necessarily see the same one. I will show you them finished if you would like. Hey, this is what I was working on. And for instance, this project, we started this, I think in my last video or one of my last two videos. And these were these wonderful pockets on a tag. And here they are finished. So I brought these along to show you, yeah, I do finish them. Here they are. And this is what they look like. Let me move some of these goodies off. These are unfinished. These are projects that I've started, but I need to finish the decorating. And I want to work on those today. And I was going to do it without you ladies and decided, well, hey, I'll turn on the camera and you guys can watch. A lot of people really love to watch someone craft. They really don't care. Others are on it because they want to learn, but I'm not going to be able to be your teacher all the time. I naturally tell you what I'm doing. And I think that that's fine because I was a sewing teacher for many years. I was a product demonstrator, so, and I was in sales my whole life. So I'm a person who's used to talking through things and explaining things and creating a visual and verbal picture. So I probably naturally do that anyway, but I can't go, oh, I have this step and then this step and this and have everything all cut and set up and way beyond what I can handle because then I'm in bed for 2 weeks. So I can't do that. I don't have the energy. So Anyway, I just wanted to do a little housekeeping. I hope you all will still stay, even though I'm not going to be doing tutorials and things. I hope you'll just enjoy the chat and the pretties that I like to make for my journals and for my shop. And, you know, that you'll still want to come along and hang out with me. If you don't, I totally understand. I will miss you if you decide to leave, but I get it. Some of you really want tutorials and you know, step-by-step perfection, and that just isn't me right now. Can't say that will never be. If you see the word tutorial, hey, jump up and down. I've decided to get brave for that day, but I can't even guarantee it'll be successful. So, you know, I don't want to belabor the point. So let's get busy. It is finish it up. You know, I need to finish it up. It is work on it Wednesday. And I have a bunch of these tags I want to make for future journals for my shop and also as giveaways. Now, as far as the giveaway goes, I haven't picked anyone yet. I kind of decided to wait a little bit because I noticed some of the ladies are getting the idea that, oh, I need to do this every time. But I am tracking those of you who were there from the very, very beginning. You're already in the bucket and ready to go. So hopefully in a few days, a surprise video will pop up, says, here's my winner, you know, and this is what they want. Or winners. Actually, I'm thinking because I've delayed this, I'm going to give away both those pockets to you lucky ladies that are always commenting and watching my videos. You're regulars. You're the ones who are going to be in that drawing. So if you're brand new to the channel, you still got a shot. So don't be disheartened. And I'm afraid, ladies, I'm going to have to say that for the moment, I'm not going to be able to do my out of the US ladies for this particular, for my pieces, but I do have something in mind for you. So if I happen to draw you, you're not in the US, I'm going to work out a way for you to get a goodie. So hang in there, okay? So no one's out. I just can't do the shipping right now. So we still have issues with that here in the US, getting stuff out of here. Well, at least in my little town, our post office is horrible. So anyway, let's get busy and get some things done. So like I said, I have a lot of stuff to do. I have a number of pieces that I would like to finish. I did these yesterday with Gail and, hold on, I'm having a terrible time with this. All right, they're all caught up. I did this yesterday with Gail and Rachel. This is Rachel's challenge. It was week number 16. And oh, I love this challenge. It was so much fun. So I recommend that, I think it's book page collage challenge number 16 for Rachel at Roxy Creations. Go on over and take a look. Gail also did this. And I believe Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah did this. So go and have a peek at this particular challenge. I loved it. It was so fun. It was super quick too. And you got just these adorable little file folders when you were done. And they are to go inside of journal pocket or page or something like that. I imagine you could put it on, you could lay it in, you could probably pop it over a page. Absolutely could put it in a pocket for sure, for sure. I don't know if I have any pockets in this journal yet. I don't think I put any. Did I put any pockets in you? I don't think I did, so I can't show that. I'm sorry. My voice is pretty hoarse today. Allergies all weekend. We're having really wacky, oh, see, you just put it in there. Isn't that adorable? So something like that. It is, sun's coming out, but it's been cloudy. It threatened us with rain yesterday. I live in central California. I'm coastal. I'm about 45 minutes from the coast, so we get fog and everything the coast gets, but we didn't get any rain. We got cold, some wind, and tons of clouds, and like it spit on us. Literally, it didn't even sprinkle. It can't even call it a sprinkle. Other parts of California, I believe, got snow, and they got hail, and they got, I don't know, some tornadoes in some of the flatland area. We don't have very much of that, but, you know, I'm not anywhere near that. So what I do get here is earthquakes. So actually, my house is right next to the fault, so when there's an earthquake, I really feel it. So anyway, we're kind of dark and cloudy in here today, some shadows, but my voice is a bit hoarse from all the allergies. I did take all my meds, but you know, there's only so much you can do. So crazy weather, crazy. Alrighty, so I made these yesterday. They are made with 3 book pages laid out together. You decorate them, you cut them up, you know, lay them on a piece of paper, which is this one, and then you cut them out and you do this. But for you to find out how to do that, you got to go watch those ladies' videos. So this is what I made. I don't think I'm going to decorate these. I'm going to leave them. They're going to go in my mass making box with all of my other 50,000 pieces to use in future journals. And I will decorate it at that time. So you'll probably see it come out when I'm getting ready to put it into a journal. You'll see that getting made. But I just wanted to share those with you. I was super excited. They were on my desk. They're so, I mean, look how pretty they are. They're just lovely, you know. And I used a Jewel Designs, one of her background pages inside. So that was perfect. And then I just cut out some little tabs. I made those from some, what do you call it? Scrapbook paper. So I'm going to set those aside. They're actually going into a little bucket full of things that will be decorated in the future. I want to work some more on these, but didn't these come out adorable? Now, these little goodies right here came from Crochet for You. Claudia makes these, and they are beautiful. I use them a lot. I have just tons of them because I want to have a lot to choose from. So I have hers in all kinds of little containers to use, and we're going to use those today from Claudia. I'm going to move those up there. I'm going to put these out on my desk so you can see them. I also have some pretties that I bought from her quite some time back. I don't know what she has in her shop right now. I didn't check this morning. But Timeless Crochet for You, Claudia over there. If you need something, you can always message her and see if they're through Etsy and see if there's something, you know, that you want that she can get for you. So I would, you know, run over there and see what she's got, if she's got anything. Okay, so I'm kind of going to get going here. Sort of stalling around. I don't know why. Not organized yet. Takes me a few minutes to get in the zone, as I've told you before. So let's get going. Going to pull out what I want to do onto my desk. Today's going to be kind of a bit of gluing and cutting like you see everyone else do. I don't think I need these. I can take those off my desk or put them in the Netherlands over there. Alrighty. Don't need those just yet. Oh, but I do need these. So this is the part that takes forever when you're crafting, is your gluing. At least I think so. I am looking for the side of the paper that I want to use. One side seems to be a bit more kind of pale and a little darker. And so I just want to glue these on because these are going to be tags. And not, excuse me, I'm going to get my glue sticker. Not all of these tags are going to be used or decorated right off the bat. They are to go into my stash. I'm building a stash like Gail has because I find when I want to do a journal, it takes so long to make. Now, not only will these go into my stash, but they'll also end up in my shop, but decorated, you know. So I'm actually in the process of making things to go into the shop. Oh, the light's going to go up and down, ladies. The fog is coming and going, and the clouds are coming and going, and so hopefully it doesn't mess with the camera too much. I'm not sure what my camera's going to think of that. So let me, excuse me, you can see me there. I'm just going to do, you're going to see a lot of gluing and cutting and shaping, and then there'll be some decorating as well. Work on it Wednesday means I'm going to work on it, which is, we had a pretty good weekend. I will say that Saturday I got to do a little crafting, but mainly I worked in my yard. I'm a gardener. I love to garden. I love roses. Oh my gosh. But in this house, which we bought 10 years ago during kind of the big crash, we got a great deal on it. My roses are up on a terraced hill, and when I first moved here, I could go up the hill, but my legs have gotten pretty bad. I need a double knee replacement, and due to my health issues, I can't do it, so no knee replacements for me. So I can no longer get up the hill, but I love my roses, so my husband has been kind enough to care for them, and, you know, water them and prune them and all that good stuff. I do have some smaller tea roses in pots in my Zen garden, which is on the side of my house. The way these houses were built, they were built with an option for a RV parking. And the people who bought this house, the original owners, some 20-something years ago, chose not to use it as RV. So they put in beautiful gardens and landscaped, and oh, it was stunning, apparently. At least that's what the neighbors who have been here forever tell me. And so the side of the house where you could park an RV became my Zen garden. When we first moved here, oh, ladies, it was so absolutely horrific. It was used as a dog run for a couple dogs, and they had chewed all the trees and plants down, and there was rock and dirt. Oh, I want to show you. I don't know if you can see my roses. Aren't they beautiful? I don't know what you could see. Oh, aren't they stunning? Some of the colors are stunning. They're already starting to wilt. We picked them a few days ago, but oh, aren't they beautiful? Oh my gosh, I love them. Anyway, they're as big as my hand. I mean, they're pretty big. Last year, all my roses were like even bigger than that. They were huge. They were just absolutely stunning. Oh, the purples are my favorite, although it's not my favorite color. But in roses, oh, I would say kind of a fire and ice kind of rose, and pink are my thing. I love yellow too, but I've fallen in love with these lavender roses, and they're rare from what I understand. I used to grow prize-winning roses in my other house we lived in for 22 years. I had them down the side of the driveway and inside a little patio. So anyway, back to my Zen garden. We're chatting because I'm gluing and nothing exciting happening here right now. Well, it dries anyway. So this little Zen garden was nothing but rocks. When we first moved here, you know, my husband was working, so I was out there every day raking rock and pulling up bones and dead plants, and oh goodness gracious, what a mess. Moving rock, because there was big pieces of rock in there, and as I started moving them out of the dirt with a metal rake, I realized that that had all been landscaped at one point. Oh my goodness, had it ever been landscaped? So I was able to find all kinds of stones and stepping stones and goodies, and pretty soon it started taking shape. So it was shaped, but it was I called it the mud pit, because it was a muddy mess out there. And, you know, we moved in bought it in August, moved in September because my son was getting married. And we didn't have time to finish getting ready for the wedding and move at the same time. No one had time to help us move. And it was just like, oh gosh, we're on our own and we're just not going to do this. So we waited to move in. So I worked on the house every day when I wasn't working on anything for the wedding, which I didn't do much for that wedding, but I did have the groom's dinner and all that stuff, you know, rehearsal dinner. But anyway, I was working on it every day, and I had muscle. I hurt in places I didn't know you had muscles from moving rock and stone and being bent down. And oh gosh, it was a challenge, but I loved it. I was out there all day, every day. And there was this, it had a chain link fence across one end to keep the dogs in, apparently. I didn't like that, so I took off the gate and put it on the side of the house, and that opened it up. And then I brought in, I didn't know what I wanted to do out there, so, but I didn't want mud. I did not want to look at mud. So what I did was I went and got, I don't know, a ton, 20, 30 bags of redwood bark, and put that out there just to cover up the dirt. And because winter was coming, we moved in September, and I knew we only had a couple months, which that was wise, because that year we got a ton of rain, and oh man, that would have been like you see on the soccer field. It would have just been a muddy mess. So got that done. And then I think within a year, we put in a stone patio out there and a big pergola that we brought from our other house. And I had a ton of potted plants in my other house because it was on a stone patio. I had potted plants all around the edge of the stone patio. So I had brought those with me. So I put those out around, and pretty soon it was starting to look nice. And I thought, ooh. So we put in some stones, a square pad, and not long after that, we put in a hot tub on the stone pad. So I have beautiful potted plants, and my hot tub with the pergola cover over it and the trees on one side that I managed to grow back that hadn't been chewed to the nub by those darn dogs, who apparently bark nonstop 24/7. So people were thrilled that they, oh, I'm gonna wait on that one. We're thrilled that they were done with that. So anyway, that's my little Zen garden. So I worked out there this weekend, deadheading plants and planting some new ones that because I lost some plants during the frost. We did get a little bit. And then the snails decided that they liked my plants, which normally they don't bother my plants. So I was sort of shocked about that. So we worked on that, and I looked at the big hill and I thought, oh, I don't have any more energy. That's it. I can't do it. So I do the lower level, but there's also, I tell my husband, oh, we got to cut this and that. And the back patio right off the back door. There's potted plants and those all need to be deadheaded. And we put new soil in the pots and, you know, just did our spring cleanup that we do every year. So we're getting ready to bring out the patio stuff because we're getting, you know, 70 and 80 degree weather. So we really aren't getting any more rain. In fact, I think the window is closed now, the storm window for California. I don't know. If it is, then I'll be decorating at the patio. So the big decision this year is, do I bring out the big dining room table? I didn't bring it out last year. I just brought out the wicker furniture, the couch, and the chairs. Because the year before, my granddaughters and my daughter and myself, we crafted out there a couple times a week. And we had such a good time. And then last year we didn't bring it out because of COVID. So this year, because they can come back and be with Grandma, trying to figure out which way. The pattern's going this way. What do I like? I like these at the top. I don't want to lose those, so I think I'll do it that way. Although it really won't matter until I cut off the... Now, you're probably wondering why you don't see me using glue pages. Because I'm gluing onto this piece of paper, I'm not worrying about it. And then this mat is washable. I don't use book pages, glue pages, books. I don't have that many, and I use them in my work. Oh, gee, sticky. Oh, guess what I forgot today, ladies? Uh-oh, my mat just moved on me. This is so I know how to keep you guys in camera. What was I saying? Oh, I'm just chatting away. Kind of lost my mind. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm not using book pages to glue on. I don't have that many. And what I did have, I used up. And my vintage books, I use in my work. So and they're too tiny for me. I guess I'm a really messy gluer because I just kind of found that it just didn't work for me. I tried and tried, and I do have some glue pages folded up. I mean, I did go through a book or two, and I have them like everyone else to decorate or use as pockets. I kind of like to sorry, the sleeve's got to go up here. I tried. I just couldn't do it. Excuse me, ladies. I'm going to grab a wet one because my hands are getting so sticky. My room's small enough I can chat and go grab a wet. These are what I use, wet ones, for my hands. Okay, let's put those there. And let's get the tips of the fingers wiped off. Eek. Okay. And I think I have a little, like, plastic thingy that I guess I buried it on my desk somewhere, right? Well, I don't have my little plastic. I have a little plastic lid that I stick my wet one in so I don't get everything wet. My wet ones are getting everything wet. Don't know where they are. Well, I'll put it up on the glass mat. It should be safe up there. It shouldn't get anything wet. I've made that mistake where it's gotten my paper wet and ruined my project. So you learn. Watch your water. Ugh, anything wet on your desk, because paper and water do not mix. All right, so these are drying right now, and in a minute we'll cut them out, make tags out of them, and then we'll decide if we're going to decorate those or not. But this is something I had to get done today, so here I am doing it. Kind of like that lighter side. Maybe this time we'll do the lighter. Isn't this the most gorgeous? I don't know where I got this. I can't remember. Which I'd like to, because I want to reprint it. And I have so many kids. Oh my gosh. I was just thinking the other day, it's time for me to stop buying digitals. I really, really have to. And then, of course, as soon as I said that, I found more digitals I wanted. But the paper is out of control and I can't possibly make everything. Good thing my daughter and granddaughters are all crafters and artists. My 14-year-old is an artist. She wants to be a animator for cartoons. Well, anime kind of things. Animated animals. She likes fantasy, fairy kind of animals. And the youngest, the 9-year-old, hi Lizzie B, is love you sweetie, love you Sammy, I got permission from their mama to use their names, Sammy Ann and Lizzie B, is a crafter to okay, apparently it's going to be a glue day. This glue stick is the stickiest glue stick, and I know some people don't like it because it's so sticky, but I love it because I know whatever I put it on is going to stay put. And it works on fabric, which not very many glue sticks do. I'm telling you right now, very few. I have made snippets with this that have not moved a muscle, and they are on there hard. You cannot take it off. Now, this was a scrap piece. It doesn't fit on there. I want to keep it this way because I think it would make a great, what would you call it? A great, I'm looking to see if I have anything else in pink I need to back. I thought I had a couple more pieces on my desk that I thought, oh, I'll just do those. No, I must have decided to put something else on the back. Oh, this is my little box full of projects. Things that I've started, but they're not quite decorated. So you can see I have plenty. And that's just for one particular project. Yikes. Okay. Nope, I don't see it. Okay. Well, I'll just leave that because that'll give me something I can use later. Let me put that over there. So anyway, one of my granddaughters is an artist. The other is a crafter artist. And then my daughter is a graphic artist, professional graphic artist who went to college for it, who you know as Jolene at A Jewel Design. We have our business together. So these are drying. I'm going to move on to a couple of blue ones on some... Oh, so what I was saying is that, boy, I'm lost today. I don't know what's going on here. My daughter, I don't have to worry about all my things getting thrown in the trash or sold in an estate sale. My daughter and granddaughters will use all of my crafting supplies and then some. She's probably going to have to rent a studio just to put it all in because, you know, someday my husband, if I go first, is going to want to sell the house or whatever. So she won't have my studio. So let me see. Is that upside down? Yeah, it is. That's going to go that way and that's going to go that way. All right. So then I was talking a moment ago about not using the book pages. So what do I use? I use this mat and I wipe it off because it wipes beautifully, cleans really well. And I use I have hundreds and hundreds of old magazines. So I use magazine pages because they are, I'm looking to see what's a good side to write on. This is beautiful if I wasn't going to write on it. But this side, oh, it's so pretty. I don't want to cover up either side. All right, we'll cover up this one. I was trying to figure out where I'm going to put the glue. So I have lots and lots of magazines that I was starting to throw out and donate and this and that. And then I decided, oh, I'll just use them as glue pages. So that's what I'm doing. Although when I start to glue on them, I go, oh, that's so pretty. I should do this or that. It's not that good because it sort of overstimulates my brain because everything on it's pretty. So that is what I use, ladies. If you do not have book pages and you need glue pages, use old magazines. I mean, that works really, really well. Everybody has those maybe, or you can get them super cheap, or you can get them at piles of places. A lot of libraries are doing away with their old books and magazines. You could probably go over there and get them for pennies or just free. I mean, I am using my old Michael's gift card as a spreader, and that way I know it's down pretty hard. It's moving the glue around. Not that there's a lot of extra glue, but helps take out the bubbles, especially with this paper. This is coffee dyed paper, or I think it's tea dyed paper I did. Now, if they're not on there, I can go back with my art glitter glue and get the edges down. So I never worry about that. This gives me, sometimes if I'm worried about sticking, I'll use the heat of my hands. It kind of reactivates the glue a little and then lets it go down, and then you just give it a good. It also helps with the curl, because see how this is starting to curl? So I'll go this way, and it uncurls your paper. So, while it's drying. Sorry, ladies, my voice is raspy today. I feel like I ate a bag of rocks. Now you'll notice sometimes I put it on the paper here and sometimes I put it on here, just kind of however I'm feeling at the moment. I noticed the glue doesn't stick as badly to these really shiny magazine papers. And what I use on the magazines, if I'm worried about images or whatever, you know, I mean, I don't want to glue on an image or something, I will just use the ads out of the magazine and save the other pictures for inspiration or for my own collage books or whatever I'm doing, because you can't, of course, sell anything with images from magazines and things. So I try to start up at the top or the corner, somewhere where I think there might be a straight edge, but I won't count on it. I did cut these straight, I'm pretty sure, because I did those on my paper cutter. So Miss Big Bertha. Now I talk about Miss Bertha all the time, so I'm going to show you Miss Big Bertha. I call her Big Bertha because she is a big girl. Here she is. There's my paper cutter. I don't think she even fits in the whole camera, but you get the idea. She's a big girl. I've had her forever. I don't know why I named her that, but that goes back to something in the 70s. A comedian had a skit about Big Bertha, so that's kind of where the name came from. It's probably not politically correct, but whatever. Okay, so here we go. Now we got, all right, put it on that side. This one's pretty plain, which is great because it allows me to do a lot of creativity. I can completely cover up the blue and just use it as a very neutral tag. I don't really want as much glue on the mat as I would get doing this, so because this is a lot of heavy gluing. You haven't seen me do much gluing before. Oh, so back to the garden stories for those of you. So the big dilemma is, do I pull out the table this year for the grandbabies? So we can, I shouldn't call them babies, they're grand teenagers. One's almost a preteen and the other one is a teenager. And my daughter, so we can craft this year. And my guess is yes, we have to have the neighbor come and help us because it is a very big, very heavy table. And if my daughter says it's okay and the girls want to, we may do some videos out there with the girls and all of us crafting together. I have to see what kind of light we get out there and noise, because I told you about helicopters and fire trucks and neighbors and kids in the neighborhood. So my neighbor's grandchildren, he has 11, tend to descend on him all summer long. So I don't know, we'll see if we'll be able to do it, but maybe we could do a video with all of us out there crafting. That might be fun. Do a big craft along. Maybe you guys could get your granddaughters or grandsons or whoever crafts with you or daughter to come and help you. All right, now these are all ready to go. I'm going to grab my little, I'm not going to use those because they need to dry a bit. I think I just did that one. I think this is where I started, so it's more dry than the others. And we're ready to cut. Now I could cut these on my paper cutter, but I don't think I want to subject your ears to that. So you'll just have to put up with me picking it up to cut it though. I did pretty good on that side. I won't worry about it because I am going to ink. I always ink these when they're being used. Now, one thing I do need to decide, though, is size. What size do I want my tags to be that I'm going to use? I think what I'll do is I'll have maybe Butterfingers has arrived. Let me see. I'm off camera. I know. Hang on a minute, because that's where the edge of my mat is. So these are 8 1/4. Not quite 8 1/2, because, you know, as I told you, I have to cut off the white spots. So I think that's kind of tall for a tag, but sometimes we want tall tags. I'm thinking 7 1/2 is probably as tall as I want to go. I'm not going to work. Actually, you know what? Since if I'm not going to decorate them right now, I'm not going to cut them down. I'm just going to pick my top, do my cuts, and then I'll cut them down when I'm ready to use them. I think that's the best way to use it and not waste time. Oop, let's not do that. Let's not cut the, let's not cut the template. And look, see there, you got your first one. So that allows me to have some big journaling tags to put into my journals. I have so many ideas, ladies. I have so many projects going and that I want to do. I'm not going to have any problem figuring out what to video, just being able to video. So I have a number of altered books ready to go to be journals and art books. So that's kind of what some of these larger tags are for those pockets and pages. Let me, there we go. Voila, look at instant tags. I love these. I'm actually, let's see, last time I put that on that side, so this time I'm going to put it on this side because I know I'm going to want some variety. Of course, let me clean this up first. And I'm just going to leave scraps everywhere and clean them all up at once. It takes so much time just to stop and clean that up. Okay. So, let's put this up here. This is almost the exact same width as that, which is nice because I don't have to move it around too much. This is Mass Making Tags. I should have called it Mass Making Monday because it is a Monday I'm filming this on, but you're going to see it on Wednesday. 3 tags ready to go. Love it, love it, love it. All right, here's another one. Aren't those so pretty though? I mean, you know, I have a thing for pink. And it's funny, my favorite color is blue. It's actually teal. Teal and pink are my favorite colors. Have been forever. I love blue. My room as a child was blue. Most of the walls in my house are a pretty icy, cool blue. I have sort of a, my studio walls are blue, so blue is my favorite color. But when I am doing my shabby chic, I lean towards pink. Isn't that strange? Although I love the blue, I really enjoyed working with these. But not a lot of people like blue. The shabby chic is its own genre, which is pink, white, cream, tan, mint. There's sort of a blue sort of lends itself more to country, but there's country shabby. There's elegant shabby, shabby chic. There's all kinds of things. So there's no limits or rules. You can do what you want. So I've been having a really great time with the pink because it is such a departure from, I have lots of blue clothes and blue jewelry and blue, blue, blue. I think maybe I just blued out. So I'm really, really, really enjoying working with the pink. It's soft, it's feminine, it's delicate, it's sweet, it's quiet. It doesn't reach up and grab your eyeballs. So I know it's kind of a funny term, but it's not grabbing your eyeballs, going, whoa, I've entered the room. I'm here. Wasn't paying attention. I do not like things on my scissors. It drives me crazy. Okay. There we are. Let's see. I'm hoping my husband and I have mastered the video. I don't want to speak too soon because we lost so many. but we're getting there. Losing less. Things are getting better. You are going to see a bonus video coming up soon, like in the next day or 2, 3, I don't know, sometime this week, of my inspiration idea journal that I made on on video that I lost. That is coming up, so you will get to see the reveal on that, and just a quick little, how-to on it. So for those of you who are interested in that, I did have people request that I do it from my one of the groups I'm part of. I want to say, can't remember who asked me, Brenda or Betty, I'm not sure, but I heard you, and I have done a video so you can see it and some dimensions for you if you decide you want to do it. So I'm not going to redo the whole video. It's just, it was too hard. So it was a big project. It was a big project. So look at that. In just a few minutes, we have all these lovely tags to play with. I may never even use all these, but I can sell them. So there are some more. I love this print. This is Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is, I think this is stamp period. That one, I don't know. I'm going to have to go look because I do have to look through my files. I would like to print some more. I just love that print. I think it was part of a larger kit, like one of the background pages or something. It wasn't the main kit, so could be my porch prints, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like her work, but I could be wrong. Basically, what you're getting from me is conscious streaming, I think it's called, where I'm just rambling around, talking about things. No real point. But I was telling you what we did over the weekend, which was the garden. That was the big one. And I did a little crafting. I showed you one of the things I made. I did decorate these over the weekend. That's one thing I did do. I did have someone ask if I would do the clusters. So hopefully if you ladies are still interested in the clusters, it'd be a nice quick little video for you to watch. Wouldn't take up very much time, but might give you a different way to do things. I don't remember. I think I saw Rachel do them. And a number of others. I think Rachel's the first place I saw her do them on a big sheet of paper. But boy, I took to that idea, and I will tell you, I am just so thrilled that I did. I love making clusters that way. I do both. Excuse me, I'm going to get a drink of water here. My voice is really getting raspy. I'm sincerely hoping I'm not getting laryngitis. I am out in the spring. Sometimes I do get laryngitis, so... Aren't these pretty? This is Tina's, one of her brand newest kits, and I don't know the name of it, but it's her newest collage. She does them where there's 2 pages of collage, and this is both of those. Aren't they pretty? There's definitely kind of a top and a bottom to that. Okay, where did I put my oh. It's annoying to have to clear my throat, but otherwise you're going to hear Buford the bullfrog here. Sorry, ladies. I don't know what to do. I may have to stop the video. We'll see. I didn't think it was that bad when I started. Gotten kind of crazy. That might have did it, though. I think that helped a little bit. All right. Pretty, 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 pretty. I do have several projects started that these will go into. I have some folios that are made from file folders. I have bag stacks. I have all kinds of goodies. So what I like about it is when I do make things, I see something, I want to make it, so I just quickly make it at the base, and then I go back later and decorate. So it allows me to finish a bunch of things all at once. And, oh, so the stamps are going that way. Okay. See, I would have cut over here, but that would put everything upside down. I don't want to do that. Oh, I hate to cut these roses off. They're so pretty. Yeah, I bought a pack of these chipboard, really thick chipboard. And they are the perfect size for me to use for corners. So one more page, and then the 3 little ones, and we're done with those. And we'll put a few envelopes on some of them. I am going to make a few things if I have time. I have to watch my time a little bit today. This was my plan, was to do these. Just cut and paste. Not a very exciting video. That hour goes so quick, ladies. I cannot get over it. I thought, wow, you know, but I'm not super quick. Even when I'm by myself and I'm not chatting, I'm still not super quick. The thing about me, people tell me, oh, I love your work. I see all the detail. Yes, I'm a detail person. I put a lot of detail and a lot of work into every one of my pieces. And it is not fast. It is very, very, very labor intensive. So hence the reason for no real not getting things done in a video, because everything I do, as you can see, just this part here can take an hour. It's all labor intensive. There's nothing fast about what I do. I am not a slap it together crafter. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to anyone, ever. Everybody does their own thing. But it takes me a long time. I put a lot of labor, a lot of work, a lot of love into everything I do. So it makes my work my work. There's nothing quick about what I do, ever. I guess I am a perfectionist, or I try to be. As I say, perfectly imperfect. I give it my best shot every time, every single time, no matter what I'm making. Sorry, my husband's giving me the high sign. He's going to check my... Yeah, oh, okay. So how much time do I have, honey?
Yeah.
Say hello, honey.
Hello, honey. Hey, you're at 46 minutes.
I'm at 46 minutes? Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you sure? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He is helping me so we don't lose the battery, and, you know, we don't overdo our videos. That last one of those videos was like an hour and 22 minutes. It was crazy long. And we also want to make sure this stays on and we're doing what we're supposed to do. So I got it. I got it. We're going to have to work out a better system. We still don't have it yet where he can let me know where I'm at, you know. Alrighty. So you've sat and watched me, but this was mostly about chat and housekeeping today because I really felt it necessary to do a video that explained again what my goals were for my channel and why, and not looking for sympathy or anything like that, just so that you understand why I'm not doing certain things and why I can't. So I love what I do. I want to be able to do it. I want to share with you. I love all of you. The fact that you've chosen my channel to even watch it for 5 minutes is amazing to me. I hope that'll grow, and I hope that if you like this, you will tell your friends and you'll share my videos, because it's a very slow grow, sort of frustrating, but I realize everybody doesn't have time to watch videos, you know. But if you're housebound and you can't go out, it is a really good company, and I'm here for you ladies. Those of you who can't go out, you're housebound, have health issues, or because of COVID, or for any reason you're unable to get out and you need to be at home, or you're home with the kids, or you can't sleep at night, you want to stay up and watch something. I'm here for all of you because I'm in the same boat. So, you know, look at all these fabulous tags we just made. I am so excited to be finished with those. I cannot tell you how exciting that is for me. So let me, now I'm going to try to, I would like an envelope on a couple of these for sure. So I already did enough blue. I'm going to put those aside. They don't need to be there. I know I want one on that. I've already got one of those. I would like one on one of these. Okay, so that's just, we'll do a few of those, and the rest of these will stay as they are. I have to see what sizes I have. I do have some that are a little bit bigger than others. Here's a pale one. Oh, I hate to cover this up, but you got to do what you got to do, you know? Oh, that's really long. I don't know what I was thinking on that one. I wonder if that would fit. Nope, 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 nope. That's going to get used on a completely different project. Is it better to have it pale? Yeah. And then maybe a little bit darker one on that. Alrighty, I think we've got our envelopes. I will put these aside to use on something else. And I'll actually put them with my tags so they can be used in a future project. And they will go into my mask making box that I started with Tina. Many moons ago, Miss Tina, I started making them with you. Let me get these. So remember, these are a pocket on a pocket. I'm going to leave just a tiny bit of space so I can have something to fold down. You know, how big is this? I just did that and realized, wait a minute, it's going to be too long. Sorry, it's way too long. And I'm keeping all these little bits. I think they're wonderful. I can use them in all kinds of little projects, so. I have to re-glue that. I got it quick enough. You know how fast this glue is, ladies. It's crazy, but I love it. I doubt you'll see me use anything else, but you never know. Maybe something else will come along I like better. Started to put that on there and thought, oh my goodness, that's a long tag. I do want some bigger tags, but maybe not for these. You know what I mean? Maybe for something else. So there's one. Okay, let me look at the size on this because they're all not the same height, believe it or not. See, now this one's only 7.5. Ooh, but it's still a little bit long. Let me cut off some of that. Just doing a Bible. I hope you are all well and happy and safe, and you're having a fabulous day. And I really want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has subscribed or who watches my videos, especially those of you who are asking for notifications so you know when I'm up and have a new video. And each and every one of you are very important to me. Every one of your comments is such a blessing. You know, inevitably I will either wake up and be having a rough morning and I'll read your comments and it'll just lift me up. Or maybe I haven't had a great day at the end of the day, because what I'm trying to do is, you know, like answer comments night and morning, unless, you know, I have some time in the middle of the day. But and your comments are just so wonderful. They make me smile. They make my husband smile because he'll read them. You know, he's my moderator, so he reads them too. And it just warms my heart so much that you would take the time to comment to me and a kind comment and tell me what's happening with you or what your project that you liked. Or so thank you so much, every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. You have brought just so much sunlight to my life and energy and happiness. And so thank you, everyone. I really appreciate each and every one of you and every single comment and every single subscriber. You have no idea what you mean to people who do this, and me specifically. So I did leave that one long, didn't I? Oh, goodness. Do I have time? Yep, I do. You know what it is? I don't want to cut that rose is what it is. But I think what I will do is cut past that rose and keep that rose as a pocket. I know it has some goodies on it, but that just means it'll have some lace or something pretty. So I'm going to make this one a little shorty and re-glue it. Alrighty. And there you have it. Oh my gosh, amazing. So I won't have time to decorate these on camera, but you know what? I am honestly thinking I'm going to do another video with some other... Ooh, too pinky. I make these in advance, and those are too... Maybe I could... I don't know if this ink is dry. Kind of mix the two together and create something a little bit not so pink, but not so dark, you know, something, and not so light like that, something kind of in between. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Well, I am super pleased to get these done because they were sitting on the desk bugging me, screaming at me, get me done, get me done. And of course, that wasn't happening. And I'm doing this after because every time I punch the hole first and I try to put it on, it's out of, it doesn't match. And like, you know, then I'm having to ink the living daylights out of it trying to get it there. So I'm super pleased to get these done this far. And believe it or not, kind of took an hour to do that. So everything is time and labor intensive when it comes to crafting. Nothing's quick. At least, I mean, there are a few quick projects, don't get me wrong. I'm going to get myself a timer. So like if I want to do like a 45-minute one, or I'm doing a challenge, I would have a little timer in here. So that's one of my goals. I thought I had an old school one, you know, the kind that ding, and I can't find it. It's in the kitchen cabinet somewhere from our move. Ooh, that's crooked. See, that's a good thing about putting on your dot first, your hole reinforcer. I call them dots, but your hole reinforcer is that you could see if you're crooked before you pop your hole in there. Not that that's any better, but I think it is. And I'm going to put these on, and then I'm going to wrap this up. So what I got done today on camera is I've got 4 that got their envelopes. And then I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 tags made. So half of them are blanks for use in future projects. And then these little guys are all set, and they just need a bit of decorating. And I wish I had more time. We're already at an hour. I don't want to go too far past, but honestly, I wanted to show you some of Claudia's beautiful little pieces. She has all these gorgeous little flowers that she makes, and butterflies, and oh, see, like that. That just, I think I'm out of camera. So I'm going to add these. And I don't know if I'll do, you know, what's going to be up here, if I'm going to do any, because I got to think about that. So anyway, ladies, thank you so much for watching today. I am so thrilled that you came by and hung out with me in my studio while I made some tags and did a little housekeeping. And I will be back with another video. In fact, I might do a bonus video for you because I have some things that I got from Amazon and Etsy that I wanted to share with you. Some fun things that I think you could use. It's not a, you know, nothing anyone sent me, just things that I bought. And like, for instance, this fabulous packaging that came, oh my gosh, isn't this yummy? I don't know what the camera's doing with it, but it's very textured, and I plan to use this in some of my work. And actually my new iPhone cover came in this, and I snagged it and ripped it up, and it's gluey on one side, but oh my gosh, that is so fun. So just, I want to share some fun things like that with you. So anyway, thank you ladies for coming along. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.